Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well. Just sort of come on and do another live. Get used to it. What are you all up to today? I'll be doing a bit of packing in a bit. A few things sold overnight, which I'll show when there's a lot more people in the chat. And let's just see how things go. So I can't see anybody in yet. Wait for a few people to come in. Get the notifications out there. Oh, that's a big jump. 5 in already. That was quite a big jump. That was from nothing to 5. So who's lurking? Who's about? Morning, Mr. Skits Underpants. How are you today, mate? What are you up to? Morning, Richard. How are you, mate? Morning, Chris Tyler. How are you, mate? What are you up to today? How's your sales? Sending anything out today? If not, what else are you up to? As I've just said, I've had a few sales overnight, which I'll show in a minute when there's a few more people out. And then straight after this video, I'll be packing them and getting them to the post office. Good morning, Tori. How are you? Thank you for joining. Yes, thanks everybody else for joining as well. Like I say, just getting used to practice makes perfect, and I know it's another live, but I'm just getting used to the fact of doing it, testing the waters to see what sort of audience I get. But I did notice on the last 2 occasions that I've gained more, at least I think another at least 3 or 4 more subscribers on each live that I've done. So I'm hoping that this works, to be honest with you. Chris Tyler says sales are bad, but got a job lot of 20 wood figurines to list. That's cool. Yeah, my sales have been a bit slow, but I'm not sure whether that's. I don't know what that's down to be honest with you, because I've been listing constantly. So, but I hope your sales pick up, Chris. Like I say, I've had a few over, about 4 overnight. Well, 2 yesterday and 2 overnight. So they're going out the door today. So I'll show them in a bit and see what's cracking off. So yeah, I don't know what the rest of you are up to today. But say hello to little Bobby Winston. So yeah. There's only 6 in, so I'll do a bit of a show and tell sort of thing of what I've sold overnight and the last couple of days. Let's have a look. What's Tori? Tori says, I think there is a trouble causer in our group. Someone has reported my Facebook and my account has been closed down. I only use Monumental UK page. Very angry about it. I bet you are, because that's happened to the Peter, the reseller kid. I think it needs looking into, Tori. I'll try and have a word with Andrew. If you've not had a word with Andrew from the Monumental group, I would. And but it's going to be a bit hard to trace that, I think, to be honest with you. Morning, Gary. Thank you for joining, mate. Who else is in? So yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Tori. Someone's been going around being very spiteful at the minute, and it's not on, because like I say, the reseller kids had major problems, Peter, and it looks for all intents and purposes that you may have the same problem, but it shouldn't be allowed. And like I say, to try and trace it, I can't talk to anyone as Messenger has gone with it. Oh my word! someone's really gone to town on you, then, haven't they, sweet? Well, if you wish, I can have a word with Andrew, because I'm admin as well, you see, on that group, and see what can be done. If anything can be done, trust me, if we can get to the bottom of it, we will do. But as soon as I've done this live stream and packed my stuff, I'll go into the admin group we've got and have a word with the rest of the group. Yeah, I know, but someone's also it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same person, to be honest with you, because it seems a bit strange, to be honest with you, Gary. And I think personally there is somebody in, because one of my posts had been reported for some reason. It was nothing disrespectful or anything like that. Yeah, as Richard says, yeah, we'll look into it, Tory. Yeah, we'll try and get to the bottom of it. If we can trace it, we'll trace it, and trust me, they'll be dealt with. They'll be chucked out of the group if necessary, if found. And as Richard says, we're going to do our utmost to look into it and get our heads together and figure out who it could possibly be. Because it's not right. It's out of order. It's mean. It's a form of being a troll and bullying and stuff like that, and that's not acceptable on any level. So we'll. There is, Gary, indeed, mate. Some sad people about. Very, very true indeed. Got nothing better to do than being nasty. Because you notice when some people do live streams, even before they've started, they get the thumbs down. And again, not acceptable, because they haven't got a clue what things are about at times. Richard said someone keeps, yeah, exactly, Richard. Someone keeps reporting reseller Kids YouTube lives, and they keep getting taken off. Yeah, again, unfortunate. And it, like I say, it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same person over and over again. There's always got to be that one person. Now, probably if they're watching this and I'm having my say, it may happen to me. So, pity they're not man enough or woman enough, depending on who it is, to come out and show themselves. Cowards. That's all they are. Bullies and cowards. With sad little lives, with nothing better to do. So expect me to be taken off or reported or something like that, or taken down or something like that, because it's never acceptable. The reselling community is a great place with loads of lovely people in it. It's just shame that there's somebody out there with a stick up their ass that needs taking down and pointing out what you're doing is wrong. Leave us alone. So anyway, enough for my rant. We'll just have to see how things go. But I promise you, if anybody's got any problems, we'll look into the same problem for the reseller kid if we can as well. But obviously, because this is a fresh one from Tory, Tory always puts herself out there on YouTube, on the Facebook groups and stuff like that, and what have you. And it's a shame. So I can promise you, Tory, as Richard says, and I'm sure Andrew will agree when we talk to him, that we'll try and take as much action as we can in this week. So don't think you're alone in it, because you're not. Anyway, a few sales. On with the positive stuff. A few sales. Who else is in? Good morning, Woo Woo 76. Well, these things need saying, and it's not right. It never will be. It's out of order. If you can't respect other people's wishes, then you shouldn't be in the group. You shouldn't be in reselling. So you're a coward. So there you are. Man of the moment. Just been on about you, Peter. Tory has had the same problem as you are. Someone's reported her on Facebook, on the group, in the Money Mental group, I think, and she's had things taken down, and she's been suspended, for want of a better word. So I personally think it may be the same person who's been interfering with you on and off eBay and Marketplace and wherever else you've been suspended from. Good morning, Derek. Derek Tap Peddler, Derek Payne, Richard's brother. Thank you for joining, mate. I hope you're well. Hope your sales are good. Thank you, Pete. All right, mate. No problem, as long as I know. Chris says to Pete, have you got assembly first? Yeah, exactly. Tori's been a bit like in your boat at the minute, mate. So, or have been in your boat. And we promise, as the admins, as part of the admin team, we'll try and get to the heart of the matter on the group, on the Monumental group, because it's one thing to happen to one person, but to happen to two people, it seems a little bit getting a bit of a joke now, to be honest with you. And none of you deserve it. So, yeah, we've got 10 in. So yeah, sales overnight and yesterday. I'll just briefly show you what I've sold, what I paid for it, and what I'm going to ship out this morning. The first one was a Ping men's golf top, size. Bear with me a minute. Size XL. It cost me £1 from a charity shop, and this one sold for, I think, memory serves me right. Let me just check. Bear with. And that one sold for. Can you see that? $11.99. Now, also know this is not going to cost much to ship because it probably goes as a small parcel sort of thing, about £1.32, I think. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that little sale because it was virtually one of the few things I picked up before lockdown. So there was that one. So look at the chat. Good morning. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. Good morning, Georgina. Hope you're well as well. How are you today? What are you up to? So yeah, that was the shirt. Now this one, as we all know, Laura Ashley went into administration a while ago. I don't think it was saved. I don't think, but I usually pick up Laura Ashley stuff anyway. Now this is a lady's wraparound skirt. Now, believe it or not, I picked up for £1 in a charity shop just before the lockdown. So I was quite happy to see that go out the door. And that went for, how much did that go for? That went for, believe it or not, quite a low price, but it was just to get out the door. This was that went for £8 plus £2.95 shipping. So and that cost £1. So I went yesterday. Any wrestling fans out there? I picked this up from a charity shop for £1 again. seems to be a theme here. Pound. Roman Reigns, part of the Shield, WWE, and that went for $8.99. So not massive sale, but it's keeping the store ticking along. And this is my best sale in the last 2 days. Now this is a jigsaw, a sealed jigsaw that I picked up from Facebook Marketplace with a load of other jigsaws. I paid £2 for it, and that one went for the nice little price of see that? That went for, there you go, $19.99. And I have been picking up quite a few jigsaws from the same person on Facebook Marketplace. The same person that I picked up the glow in the dark one for a couple of quid, and that sold for $35.99. And this one is the Knights of the Round Table jigsaw, all sealed and stuff like that. So I was quite pleased to see that go through the door. And I've got quite a few watches on Jigsaw, so in the next few days I expect Jigsaws to still go pretty well for me. Let me just catch up in the chat. What's Georgina saying? Georgina says, Tori, that's becoming a thing. I've been thinking about it lately. Worries me how easy people could find us and ruin our business. Indeed, good point, Georgina. Yeah, and obviously, if it's connected to the Money Mental group, Andrew's group, we again will do all we can to try and sort this for whoever is being interfered with or infected by. We will try and get to the bottom of it, but it's going to be a case of it's going to be like a needle in a haystack, trying to find people or the person or persons who it is. So thank you, Tori. Yeah, thank you. Sales are still trickling in. Got to be a little bit more patient. Because I think people are getting ready for the shops to open, the majority of the shops to open next week. So I think there's going to be a lot of people going to be out and about from next week. So it won't surprise me if sales slowed down a little bit. But then you're also going to get the people that don't really want to go out and still buy. So it's going to be swings and roundabouts, to be honest with you. What's she saying? Mr. Diggs, to put a link in the chat for StreamYard, you go to the top where you search and you should have the website link. Just copy and paste the website into the chat. Well, another time, Pete, sorry, yeah, I will do. I've had several offers of help off the board, off screen to sort of get to grips with that side of it, because I'd like people on at some point to interview them and just general chit chat sort of thing. So maybe at some point when I'm a bit more ready, a bit more focused and sort of thing, then yeah. What's Derek saying? That's one reason I don't actively show my eBay store. I know people can find it easily, but I don't like to actually link it, etc. Yeah, again, good point. Because you never know who's going to be about, basically. And to be honest with you, if people can't get along for whatever reason, then they shouldn't be doing it at all. You are out of order. You are wrong. You're a coward. It shouldn't happen. If you've got a genuine grievance, take us to one side and say, hey, look, this is why I'm not happy. Don't have to be, on a public show or anything like that. Just whoever you are, if you're watching, show yourself. Be a man or woman and come forward and say why you do it. you probably enjoy it. You get probably some kick out of it, to be honest with you. Well, pack it in. Woo. You know me too well, Woo 76. Woo 76 says, "Am I camping out at the charity shops?" Well, I'd love to, but it also clashes with the fact that I'm back at work. Well, at work on Mondays, and I don't leave work until 11 o'clock. So you can guarantee, as much as I'd like to be there camping out at 8 or 9 o'clock, whatever time they open, I would be. But I will be at some point in them charity shops Monday morning, about 11 o'clock, just after work, and see what happens, take it from there. So, good morning, Damien. DB Resells is in. Thank you for joining, mate. How are you? What are you up to? Pete says, I can't go to opening of the charity shops. I'm back. Bless you. I'm back at real school. Well, they've just made an announcement that loads and loads of, I can't remember what years the schools are, said they were going to have particular years of school joining, but they've just made an announcement that it won't be until September, which is quite a big deal for some parents and for the kids. Morning, Leo. Yeah, no hat again. I must have known you were coming, to be honest with you. My Chupa Chup hat is, hang on, is there on the door. My other hat is mysteriously vanished. But no hat today. Again. Who else is on here? Good morning, Paradox Picker. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. What are you up to today? Pete says, yeah, primary schools aren't going to open. I'm in year 10, so think I'm going to go back. It's a big deal for me. My GCSEs next May. Well, I'm glad that you're going back and getting your exams all prepped and sorted and stuff like that. So good for you, mate. Good for you. Georgina says, yes, mine are September now, so won't be able to charity shop apart from Saturdays anyway. Oh, bless you. Yeah, because have you got two kids or one? Sorry, Georgine. I think you've got two children, haven't you? So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, but I guess in a way, sort of needs must for the kids, I suppose. I don't know. It depends how you look at it, really. What's Craig got to say? Good, thanks, Adrian. Have my daughter today. Haven't seen her in nearly 3 months. Wow. So taking her out. Oh, bless you, Craig. Oh, that's going to be really nice for you, that, mate. So I hope that, well, it should go really well for you. It's been hard on some parents that have had to be separated from the kids. And regardless of whether you're with them or not, you'll always be a mum and dad 24/7, 365 days of the year, mate. So good for you. Enjoy your time. I hope more comes. And just pardon the intrusion. Got an intruder. This is Jew, everybody. My next door neighbour. See, anything can happen. Next one, the neighbour down the road.
Up the road.
Up the road, down the road, whichever the case may be. So that's Jew, everybody. Just checking in, sort of thing.
I'm just checking in on you.
Just checking in. So, Georgina, just tie the kids into. Well, there's a piece of advice for you, for G. Just tie your children to a tree outside the shop while you go sourcing. Well, that could be interesting. What's the reseller kid say? Paradox Picker, wish I could do that with my sisters sometimes. They say, Peter, do you want this? Peter, do you want that? And well, yeah, kids, it's can I, give me, can I have sort of thing. Here's the old reprobate himself, one of the grumpy old men. How are you, Rog? All right, mate. What are you up to? How's your sales? If you had sales, mate, I don't know. What's Paradox? Yeah. So any of you actually out and about today, sourcing, looking? Are you going to be on Facebook looking? Are you going to be on eBay looking? Because obviously car boots are just started up. So grumpy, laugh out loud, just honest, mate. Well, yes, that's why I like you, Rod, because you are honest. I'm one of my favourite YouTubers and resellers, of course. Checks in the post. Time is it over there, Rod? Because I can never remember what the time difference is over in Australia. So yeah. So for those of you who have not seen my sales overnight, I'll just do a bit of a recap, just to let you know what I've is going out this morning after this broadcast. What's Derek saying? Derek's got a call from his guy again. He has done 2 house clearances, and I get the first dibs on it all on Saturday. Wow, nice one, Derek. I think I should get myself a guy, so to speak. I hope you get some really good stuff, mate. That sounds interesting. You'll have to do like a video or something on that, and see how that goes. That'd be interesting to see. What's Craig saying? Wow, 14 orders to go out today, but 10 of them are the Hermes, and I don't have the car to take them. Fingers crossed the car is fixed before they close tonight. Oh God, that's a bit of a ball ache for you, Craig. 14's not bad. Is that overnight or the last few days? Or that's good going, that, mate. Right, who else have we got in? What's Tori saying? Is it Tori I've clicked? Oh, Pommy Pickers. Okay. Oh, it's 6:30 p.m. over in Australia where Rod is. Got a small quick video of the last private pickup from my guy to upload sometime this week. Yeah, look forward to that. if you find this channel for the first time, if you're watching this and you come across my channel, there are several other resellers in the site. Derek Tap Peddler being one of them. Great channel, great content. So go and find his channel and go and subscribe to him, because he does regular videos of all sorts of things. So one of the nicest guys and best guys to follow on YouTube. And then of course we've got this old reprobate, Pommy Pickers, which is Rod, a former UK resident, now living over in Australia. Got his own channel. Bit of a mix things going down on his channel at the minute. He's had to change a few things around, but still a great channel, great content. So go check him out if you get for the first time looking at my videos. So recommend him and that Tap Peddler. And a young man called Pete, the reseller kid. Hopefully he gets his channel sorted out, and he's only 15. I'm believing, thinking, and he's really come a long way in a short time. So if he has no more problems with his channel, please go ahead and check his channel out. Hit the like button and subscribe to him. Like I say, but he's been having a few issues at the moment. So it's on Don't Post yesterday from the weekend plus 3 from last night. Good, nice one, Craig. Good stuff, mate. Good stuff. Nice to see somebody else doing well and things still ticking over for you. What's Rod say? Is he telling me off? I don't know whether he's telling me off or not. I will. It is, but I won't call it a gay hat. I'll wear it just for you, because I know how you like me, my cap and my vests and stuff like that. Hey, Rod, just for you, mate. Just for you. And it's signed, of course, as well. Does that make you feel better now, Rod? Because I know how you like me and my hats and my caps and stuff like that. So, what else have we got on? Steve O'Brano. Hello, mate. Thank you for joining. First time I think I've seen you in my chat, in my live. Hope you're well. Steve Brano, everybody. If you're finding me for the first time, bit of a rock star going down here. So, a bit of a star musician, so to speak. So, what's Jimmy say? Just off to Jet Wash 3 vintage. Wow, it's a bit of a mouthful, Jimmy. Just off to Jet Wash 3 vintage tall onyx vintage ashtrays I was given. One sold on eBay last month for 25 quid. It had 12 bids. Wow, nice one, Jimmy. And again, Jimmy is a reseller, but he's also got a background in entertainment, and he does some great videos, does some great impressions. So again, if you're finding me for the first time, when you come across my videos, Trotters Into Bay Traders is a great channel, great content, a real funny guy, a real nice guy. So if you get the chance, please hit the like button and subscribe to his channel too. What's Steve Brano saying? And now I didn't know that about you, Steve-O, that you was a reseller. I just generally thought you was one of the, from your background, I do know from Car Boot Chris, I just thought you was a musician. I had no idea you sold. What do you sell, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? What's Georgina saying? Okay. Leave them two to talk amongst themselves. You're very welcome, Jimmy. Not a problem, mate. Big fan, as you know. And you're one of the people that I'd love to get on my channel at some point once I've sorted out my technophobe issues, and I'm into all that sort of thing, and that's why yourself and your channel appeals to me. And like I say, you also are a reseller, background in entertainment, so one of my personal favourites. What else we got? Adrian, how long have you had a YouTube channel for? Well, to be honest with you, God, it's been quite a while, but I haven't as always been on active as I am recently. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but done nothing with it. A good 4 or 5 years, I think, to be honest with you. But it's only been the past 2 years and probably the last year that I've been a little bit more active. So, and like I say, I don't like change. I'm a bit of a technophobe, Pete. Technology goes completely over my head, to be honest with you. And it's only recently that, like I say, I'm starting to get to grips with it, to see what can be done, sort of thing. Steve Brano, what's he saying? I'm a session player with the Bunnymen, 16 years. I also resell anything music, vinyl, clothing, old vintage toys. Plus, I have a few things made in China, etc. Keeps income. Very true. I'm looking at bringing a few things in from China, even though I'm not a big fan of the Chinese for what they've done with the coronavirus, but that's a different story. But yeah, right, a man of many talents then, Steve-O. And here's me just thinking you were a musician, sort of thing. Learn something new every day. Jimmy says, we'll definitely pop on your channel when you're ready. Good one, nice one, mate. Thank you. As long as you promise to do 1 or 2 impressions. What's Tori saying? So just to give you a bit of
Just to let you know, I'm going to Tesco.
All right, babe. Okay.
All right, see you in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit. That was Mrs. Diggs, by the way, just off to Tesco's with our friend. Just to give you a recap, if you've not seen already, stuff I've sold overnight in the last few days. One being the Knights of the Round Table jigsaw, all new and sealed, from off Facebook Marketplace, from a lady I know. Cost me £2, £2 or £3. I think it was £2, and that sold for £19.99. So, and I think because it's people are still a little bored and still being isolated, sort of thing, I think that's why the jigsaws are selling okay for me at the minute. The other thing was the Laura Ashley wraparound dress, orange colour, size. What size is it? Size UK 14. That's sold for, if memory serves me right, I've lost my phone now, about 10, 12 quid, something like that. No wisecracks about me being into women's clothing. The other one was this men's Ping golf top. As we know, some of the golf courses are now are open and people are playing, so it doesn't surprise me that cost me £1, and that went for $11.99, I think. And then finally is the WWE Jakks Pacific Roman Reigns figure. Cost me £1 from a charity shop, and that went for $8.99. Just a bit of a recap there. What is everybody saying? You're doing well with jigsaws, mate. The jigsaw. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call me the king, but I think in that, where is it? In that box there, and on top of it, there must be at least 8, 9 jigsaws that I've got on there at the minute. I'm always looking for jigsaws because they are selling pretty well for me at the minute, and they are going for silly prices. So, well, hello, Jimbo. How are you, Jim? How are you, mate? You all right? What are you up to? How's your sales, or need I ask, knowing you? I bet your stuff's flying out the door, isn't it? For anybody that, again, is finding me for the first time, sorry to repeat myself, guys, but I believe it's important to plug other people's channels as well. But yeah, so if you're finding me for the first time, on the screen now is one of the people that I've had the pleasure to meet in person, and that's Jim from the Extreme Booters. Him and his brother Stu run a great, fantastic channel. Buy lots of vintage clothing and golf stuff and things like that. So if you're finding me for the first time, please hit that like and subscribe button. You will not be sorry, because like I say, a personal favourite of mine. I've met him in person. He's been to my home, well, my old home. Next time you come, Jim, and the offer's still there, you'll be coming to a different place in entirely. So yeah, go check his channel out if you find me for the first time. Hello, Lainey. Thank you for joining, sweetheart. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you've managed to find your words and recovered from your little shock from the other day. And again, if you're finding me for the first time, please, please, please go to Lainey's channel. Big Girls Really Do Cry. Because she has a fantastic channel. She runs quizzes. She's at the very heart and soul of the reselling community. And just recently, she's been given a great big surprise by a group of resellers that have actually paid for a laptop and a StreamYard subscription. But a content, a channel, and a self are one of the best around. So again, if you're finding me, please go and spread the love to Lainey's channel and go and subscribe. Yes, thank you, Jim. Yeah, that'll be a pleasure. Come and source in my charity shops. I think most of my charity shops, mate, will be about the 15th. I went to look around some of mine, and if you remember the big one I took you to, around the corner near the monument, they have a 50. I think it's where you found some shoes. I can't remember now, but they're having a 50% sale off on everything. I've looked through the windows yesterday, and everything's marked up at 50%. So trust me, I'll be down there, and I'll be quite happy to come down and source with me. What's Leanne saying? Before lockdown, I literally bought hundreds of jigsaws from 50p to £3 for nicer ones, and it was pure fluke. I sold a sealed one for 50. I pay £4 for. Also lots of board games too. Nice one. Yeah, nice one. That's what I'm finding at the minute with jigsaws. I'm paying absolutely next to nothing for them, but they're actually all going out pretty well. And like I say, and then my best jigsaw that I picked up was that glow in the dark one that I had for £2 or £3, and that sold for $34.99. And that was just a big picture, like sort of the universe sort of thing, and it just glowed in the dark. So, and I was surprised that went for the price it did. because I thought I would have to sit on that for a while and lower the price as well. But I also have got another one sitting in the store that's on for $29.99, and that's like a Picasso sort of picture of a cat that has been selling new and sealed for around the £30 mark, and that's currently on my store for $29.99 with watches. But anyway, as we all know, that watches don't mean anything. It's probably somebody just waiting for the price to go down or something like that. So, what's Jim saying? Wow. I split up an old Monopoly game, made nearly 60 quid. There you are, spares and repairs. I'm guessing you're classing that as them. But yeah, spares and repairs, or if you break certain board games up, they do go pretty well, to be honest with you. Let me just... Where's she gone? Trying to find somebody now. Lost her. Did I see Carla in my chat? If so, or did I imagine that? Is Carla here? Did I imagine that? Was I dreaming that? If you're here, please show yourself, because another lady with a great channel. If so, Lainey says she's bless you. I bet you are, sweet. Yeah, I bet you are, because it was an incredible, generous thing to do. What happened with the reselling community? But again, as people will keep telling you, and you'll probably get fed up of hearing, well deserved. A long time in coming. They are Leanne. Steve-O says the Jigsaw Queen. I do believe, yeah. Sorry, though, a bit like an open mouth fish there, because I am sort of seeing. Well, I couldn't think of anyone better to have in my dreams, Carla. Checks in the post. But yeah, thank you, Carla Jenkins, a legend in the reselling community, in my chat. Again, somebody with a great channel, with great content, and an all-round good egg. Not that you look like an egg, just saying. But yeah, Carla Jenkins, everybody. Anybody again finding me for the first time, please share the love. Go to Carla's channel, hit the like button, subscribe. If you're finding me for the first time, go and check her channel out. Great channel, great content. One of the great lady resellers of at the moment. Wow, 17 people in. Are you calling yourself there a legend, Carla, or me? Because if you're calling yourself a legend, oh, a legend, I see. No, you're definitely a legend. You got me at it now. He's definitely a legend. King of the Pennies has joined us as well. Thank you for joining, King of the Pennies. Hope you're well, mate. How are you today? What are you up to? How's your sales? What's Carla saying to Chris? Don't tell people about my driving. What's Leanne saying? I used to be called the bow tie queen before, when I had my last business. Oh, right, okay. Is that all you sold in your last business, was bow ties, I take it? if it was a bit of an interesting niche to sort of be into bow ties, because I've always looked at bow ties, but never sort of pulled the trigger on them to buy them, sort of thing. Normal ties, yeah, but not bow ties. So what is everybody up to today? What are you up to, Carla? What are you doing today? Listing, sourcing, just being a general nuisance? Damien, what are you up to today? Or did you tell me already? If you did, then it's short-term memory loss. Here's something you probably appreciate, Carla, obviously, because I know you're into selling women's clothing. I know you sell quite a bit of stuff, but this is one for the ladies. This is what I sold overnight. This is a Laura Ashley wraparound dress, skirt even. Picked it up for £1 in a charity shop, and that went for about $10.99, I think that. So how long we've been on? We've been on again nearly another an hour, and there's still 15 people in. So I might be doing something right. I don't know. You'll have to tell me. What's Leanne say? Oh no, that's okay. Leanne says she started with bow ties, then pocket squares, then all sorts. Had a factory making them, so all UK made. Oh right, okay, wow, okay. What's Carla saying? Carla Jenkins says, listening because I don't do any. Well, then moving some stuff around in my office. If I can fit in being a pain in the ass to someone, even better. Well, that's it then. That's it. That's your plan for today then. King of the Pennies. Hold on. King of the Pennies. What's he saying? King of the Penny says, all good stuff, mate. Off to working on later in a bit, but sales are okay. Loads of random stuff going, but sold an early Simon's cat mug for $19.99. Simon's cat, never heard of that. Oh, here we go. Here's another troublemaker. Just kidding. Feeling. How are you feeling with your new office? Okay, now, Chris, Car Boot Chris. Yeah, I'm getting there, mate. A lot more happier than I was. Still looking to improve and move things about a bit. So yeah, it's just very strange to actually be sat here at times thinking that I now can do lives and all that sort of stuff, and not necessarily compete, but be on the level with some of the other resellers that I want to be at, sort of thing. And again, if you're going to come across my videos for the first time, the gentleman on the screen, Car Boot Chris, and his lovely wife, Bargain Bell, have a fantastic YouTube channel. He does a nice line in Chupa Chup caps. So yeah, great content. He has a weekly show on a Monday night, about 8 o'clock, where they talk about reselling, show sales and stuff like that. So again, go look for his channel, find the love, spread the love, go to his channel, subscribe, you won't be sorry. So who else is in? Morning Aid. I see you wearing the old cap. Aid Waldron's in the chat. So another really nice guy, a great reseller. Does a lot for the reselling community, and always popping on people's live streams. So a really nice bloke. Of course you are. And I expect the favour to be returned and the checks in the post. So, what? Talk shit? No, you don't. No. I won't hear anything of it. You don't talk shit at all, mate. Not from what I've seen. Thought I had a ka-ching then, but I'm not. To make a lot of sense, a lot of quite a knowledgeable guy, and one of my favourite YouTube channels that I like to watch, just like everybody else. But no talking shit there. No. Oh, checks in the post, mate. Don't worry. I'll send you some royalties. But no, really, the reselling community from when I first joined has grown and grown and grown, and it continues to grow. New content coming out every day from different resellers. A lot of people are subscribed to all the other resellers in the chat, but like I say, there's certain times that the reselling community and the acts take your breath away, from the charity auctions to currently what happened to Lainey on Big Girls Really Do Cry. Really does restore your faith in human nature and the generosity in dark times and in certain uncertain times as well. So I don't know what I'll be doing, to be honest with you, if I weren't a part of the reselling community. I may not be the biggest, I may not be the best, but I try my best to encourage other resellers and plug other resellers as well, because I think it's important to share what we do. Because I personally feel, and I've always felt, that we deserve a little bit more credit than some people give us, and we are an essential part of an online business. Regardless of whether you love us or hate us, we're always going to be around, and we'll always do our best to provide a service, no matter what we sell or the information we give. And again, if you come across anyone's channels and you're thinking and sitting at home thinking, should I give it a go? Then yes, you should. You should genuinely give it a go, because you never know where it can take you. I never thought, well, 2 years ago, I genuinely never thought that I'd be sat here now, have a YouTube channel, and be doing what I'm doing now. And again, I may not be the biggest and I may not be the best, but I'm planning to improve that, hence with the lives and things like that. So what's he saying now? What are you saying? Don't give me ideas. Don't give me ideas. Without further ado, you know me too well, don't you, Chris? Without further ado, that is one of my sayings. And obviously, I didn't realise that I'd coined the phrase. Well, not coined it, but checks in the post. I like the further ado one, but I wouldn't know how to go about setting merch up or anything like that, because I ain't that clever that way. I'm not a car boot Chris, you know. So just on a side note, Chris, if you're still in the chat, I don't know whether you're aware, but Tori's had a lot of problems on the Money Mental group. She's been trolled, basically, and what happened to her has happened more or less to the reseller kid as well. She's been messed with by trolls, and she's had restrictions and been banned, and she'd tell you more as well. but she's had the same incident happen to her as what Pete did, the reseller kid. Now, I think as admins, and I know you're an admin, I think we've got to get together. There's somebody on that page, on Andrew's page, Money Mental Group, that is got it in for certain people. So, yeah, but Tori's not had a very nice experience. So if you like sort of want to talk to her privately about it, and we can get together in beyond the scenes of the admin, the group in the admin chat, and see if we can get to the bottom of it. All right, okay, you've told him. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm glad you have, because I'm sure Andrew and the other admin will try and keep tabs on this if we can, and we'll do all we can to sort of keep the group safe from trolls and idiots who ain't obviously got nothing better to do. So, right, I've gone over an hour now, which is a record for me. Normally, I'll just go to about 58 minutes. And again, I only plan to come on for half an hour. But as you could probably gather, I'm getting a bit used to it now. I don't know, to be honest, Craig, because I don't drive, and I know it's no excuse. I'd have to sort of say no at this point, but I'd love to. But I'm very much of a sort of a home bird, so to speak. I like my home comforts, and I always have said, after watching previous footage and videos of other meetups, that it's something that is on my to-do list as a reseller, because there's so many people I would like to meet in person, and get myself out there a little bit more as well. I can never say never. That's my motto. So it's going to be an open-ended thing, really. I'd love to at some point. So I don't know with that, Craig. The jury's out on that one. You need some spanner. Well, I know, yeah. Again, I have no idea how to do that, to be honest with you, Chris. No idea whatsoever. Again, like I say, I'm just getting used to the facts of doing a live, showing people's comments in the chat. I'm going to have to probably video call or talk to somebody, one of you guys. I know Ada's volunteered, and I know the TAT doctor has volunteered to talk me through it. But I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that. Yeah, I know, Craig. It would be nice to go out and meet other resellers. Like I say, the only other two people I've met face to face and in person was Jim and his brother Stu, the Extreme Booters, because I've hooked up with them on a couple of occasions. Once at a game board sale, I think it was, totally by accident, and then I sold Jim some stuff, and he come to my house, and we spent a good morning together in my charity shop, sourcing from my charity shop. So Jim from the Extreme Booters I met, and there was a guy from Nottingham, and I can't think for the life of me what his name was. I was in my charity shops, and he come up to me and said, "It's Mr. Diggs, isn't it?" And I went, "Yeah." And I totally forgot his name, because he's not active on YouTube as he was, or as he used to be. go to YouTube, chat window, and click the 3 dots on names. Right, okay. And make moderator. Okay. I'll have to try that another time because I'm about to go. But thank you, Chris. And Tori says, "Hello, TK. Because I didn't see you there, mate. Sorry, mate. I won't ignore. Well, not on purpose anyway. I think Tori. I can't find the comment now because the chat's jumped. I think Tori just said we could car share, which would be very nice if that was possible. Because I missed. I can't find the comment now, Tori. But if let me know where you are, and probably we could arrange something. To be honest with you. Hello, Tea Cakes. How are you? Thank you for joining. What's Leanne saying? I said I would give Peter Ray a lift to Hitchin if it happens in the future, as can pick up on the way. Have 2 spare seats in car, but I live down south in Hampshire. I love driving and don't drink. Glad to hear that. But if that was a genuine offer, Tori, sorry, I can't find your comment in the chat now. If that was the case, and depending on where you are, because I won't want to put you out too much, to be honest with you, then I would gladly take you up on that offer. So, excuse me for a minute. Oh, who's about? Nobody. Tea Cakes has been lurking, I think. That's what he's saying. Whereabouts are you based then, Tori? Because I've missed that. Like I say, I generally wouldn't want to put you out if it's a great distance, and you know what I mean. Then yeah, if that's really nice of you. If in that case, Tea Cake says he's just been lurking and packing. All good for have you? Okay, mate. You got many to pack? Telford. Telford. I'm not sure how far that is away from me, to be honest with you. I'm in Leicestershire, Ashby, as you probably know, and you're in Telford. I have no idea what sort of distance you're talking there. But if it is doable and it doesn't put you out and it don't cost you too much petrol, obviously I'd put some towards petrol if that was the case. Then yeah, that'd be it'd be like Peter Kay and car share that. What's Age saying? Look out for my thumb on the way past, Tori. Oh, bless you. Wow. That would be awesome if got in the same car as another aide or as the aide. So, no, that's cold now. You lot have made me coffee go cold talking to you. Your fault. So let's look at the time. 1 hour and 10. Wow, that's a record for me. Quite surprised myself actually, to be honest with you. So, having said that, I've got to get on with a pack. It's 10 past 10 now, so I've got to get on with a bit of packing. Got to go to the post office. There you are. Very generous, Tori. Very generous indeed. Picking me up, picking Aid up. How big a car have you got? More importantly, how far are you from me? and how far you are from Aid. Or don't that matter to you? I don't know. Morning, Fred. Thank you for joining, mate. I hope you're well. How are you? What are you up to? How's your sales been? What's this? What are you saying? Keep going, Mr. Diggs. We're all bored. Well, if you listen to me for much longer, you will be a lot more bored, to be honest with you. Because I'll probably get to the point where I'll just be staring at the screen, reading your guys' comments. So, everybody wants to lift with Tory. I think you're going to have to hire a minibus suite, to be honest with you. Because there's me, there's Aid, there's Georgina now wanting a lift down, and I think I can see. Oh, Cookie and Hayden's, Car Boot Chris and Bargain Bell have decided they want to. So yeah, definitely a minibus, Tory. We'll all chip in. Yeah, so definitely it looks like Tory's going to be hiring a van out at this rate. Because I'm sure if you were to put that in the chat or in one of the groups, you'd soon get. I should charge us a nominal fee, Tory. To be honest with you, because there's that many wanting to jump on board now. Tory's tours. That's an idea. And okay, and Damien too. Right, okay. You realise it's turned out from being one, just me, to car sharing or van sharing or minibus sharing with about 6-7 other people now, Tory. See what you've done? Rod, own back, sort of thing scenario. You see, Damien's jumped at the chance. Yes, please. Indeed, exactly. What have you started? You've created a monster now. You really have created a monster. Poor Tory. Oh, right, okay. I didn't see Laurel D joined. Morning, Laurel D. Hope you're well. How are you today? What are you up to? But yeah, look what you've started, Tory. Just don't tell Andrew Nolan about it, or even though he's in Wales, he'll want you to pick him up as well. You know what he's like. So we'll have to do it on a quiet, Tory. I mean, car share, that is. Sorry, I've got something in my eye. What's that? And Gandhi in the ashtray? What does that mean? What? What did I miss? Yeah, Aid makes a comment. Remember the truck that picked up all those golf balls, Tory? I think you need to hire that out. Well, by the looks of it. Oh, well, Georgina's volunteered to go in the boot. That's no place for a lady. In a boot. We'll put out. If Andrew Nolan finds this, we'll put Andrew Nolan in the boot. He's all right. He'll be okay in the boot. But we can't have ladies in boots. Car boots, that is. Ashby isn't that far. I remember going on a scooter run there. Okay, fair enough. But I don't think we're just going to get away with picking me up, Tori, now, do you? I think we're, at this rate, going to have to hire a string of minibuses, to be honest. You need a... well, probably, yeah. Yeah. We need a big boot for Andrew. In more ways than one. Definitely. Andrew, yeah, well, I'm not fussed either way. Can put him on the roof, can put him in the boot. You know what I mean? So, Car Boot Chris says reseller road trip. Well, yes, true. But depends how many we can get in this, whatever vehicle Tori is going to hire. Because I bet she has only got like a 4-seater car. Hence the fact of ordering a minibus or a truck or shipping container. Have a ship there, I don't know. Yeah, he would need a roof rack. I don't think he'd take too kindly to that, to be honest with you. What are you saying, Chris? Get some good Spotify tunes going on. Yes, definitely. Get the reseller Spotify thing going down. Definitely. Exactly, yeah, Damien. The Jolly Boys outing. That would be funny. Now we've gone from a coach. Now we've gone from a minibus to a coach now, Tori. Damien's got big ideas for this now. He's wanting you to hire a coach. As long as it doesn't blow up and somebody gets arrested for it, a policeman with a football, should be all right. To haul them back, not quite, but I see you thinking there, Chris. To hitching them back, definitely. Well, guys, I'm gonna get some work done. I'm gonna leave it there because I've been on a lot longer than I anticipated. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you, much appreciated to everybody that's joined and stuck with me through this. As you know, I'm learning, and I'll get there eventually. So I'm going to leave it there for now, guys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Till the next time. Mr. Diggs signing out. Bye, everybody. End the broadcast.